Hey, it's your boy Luke Davie. It's another episode of Luke's Lessons. Let's talk. Um, this is part 3 of Marriage is Good and Divorce Settlements Are Fair. Part 2, I got a little deeper into why marriage is good. Go check it out. It's good stuff in there. Part 3, we're gonna talk real quick about divorce settlements. And America, it's a big issue. A lot of guys don't want to get married because they're um, not trying to lose all their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they decide, well, I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life because I'm not trying to lose all my wealth and all my assets or whatever the case may be. So first off, if you broke, she ain't with you for your money. She not trying to take your money. So just don't even get caught up with that. For all my guys that don't really got nothing. If she's trying to marry you and you ain't really got much, that woman really loves you. Especially, in today's society where women are so focused on money and, what you can do to provide for them. So for all my broke dudes out there, don't even get caught up with worrying about prenups and stuff like that. A lot of dudes with money lose a lot of their stuff because they don't get prenups and they don't properly vet the women that they plan on marrying, and that goes for whether you got money or not. You should be vetting the woman that you are planning on marrying. You should be having discussions with her, bringing up certain scenarios, seeing how she reacts, so that you could understand, and get her real reactions and see what she's really like and what she would really do. If she would really like try to take you to the cleaners. Women are very emotional, and when you bring up certain topics like prenups and money, they're gonna give you the real reaction of what they're really about, and that way you can put that in the back of your head, like, okay, I kind of see where she's going and what type of female this is. And, before you get so caught up in love with her to the point where you just kind of bypass it. Because if it does come down to the point where you don't get a prenup and you do got money and y'all get into a divorce, a woman during a divorce is a very different woman. You're seeing another side of her. This At this time, a woman goes into survival mode. Not only survival mode, but can get very spiteful, get very petty. They can be very vindictive and very vicious. You know what I mean? Because they want to make you pay, literally. So be very careful and mindful to vet the woman you think you want to marry carefully. Put it in scenarios. See how she responds when you tell her, oh, you having some money problems or blah, blah, blah. And see if they looking to help you and what I'm saying, ask her if, we got a divorce, would you be trying to take all my money, and leave me high and dry? See how she acts when she's mad at you. If she's very vicious when she gets mad and unreasonable, you're going to have some problems with her in the future. And definitely when the divorce time comes, you got to deal with how she feels. You also got to deal with how her friends feel, what they telling her to do. If she has a mind of her own, you know what I'm saying? Because females are very different when it's time for a divorce. Also, as I mentioned in the first part, your greatest asset as a man is your ability to provide and your ability to protect. So, she knows that's your assets are important. So if she wants to hit you where it hurts, she knows She's gonna want to hit you in your pocket. So her greatest asset is her beauty. And if you've been with her for a long time and you had, um, the chance to have her at her peak when she was most beautiful, younger, not used up, and she spent all that time with you and took care of you and your kids and put up with everything, then if she gets half or whatever, if she was there from the beginning, then to me, it's worth it. And you still have half your stuff. Some of that money is gonna go towards your kids and whatnot. So it's fair, the house, all that. It's still going towards helping your kids, which I always tell people. I always tell dudes like, listen, if you helping your baby mama, you helping your kids. You can't, what I'm saying, you can't throw dirt on your baby mama and still expect to be helping your kids. You know what I'm saying? She's a part of your kids. So it don't make sense to fight and do all this stuff that we try to do sometimes as men because we don't like our baby moms. Your baby moms is connected to the kids. So if you treat her good, you're still treating the kids good. The kids are not going to be happy if you're treating her bad. Now I want to go into why women act the way they do, even when they love you sometimes. And sometimes, man, we only see it as, oh, she's evil and she want to take all my money and she want to take all the houses and the car and she don't deserve this and blah, 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 because we only seen it through, our own point of view. But the reality is sometimes we do a lot of damage, Sometimes we treat women really bad and we hurt them to the core. So so when they get an opportunity to hurt us or hit us where it hurts, when it comes to the time for them to divorce us, that's where they hit us when it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we treat them bad, we neglect them, we're not around, we don't help, we can be abusive sometimes verbally in different ways. And, when women are hurt, sometimes it's like we do things and we don't realize it. And it's like everything that we do to hurt them is like a knife cutting them. So for everything that you do, it's like they got scars and cuts and it's just adding up. So they all, messed up by the time everything is all over, but we don't really see it because it's more on an emotional level. So when they hurt, they feel damaged, they feel bitter, they feel spiteful. They want you to feel how they feel emotionally. So they can only make you feel pain in the way that it's gonna hurt, which is, generally your finances. They sometimes they think the money is gonna make them happy, which it doesn't, because it's not gonna take away from the damage from the emotional, from the relationship, how they were hurt. It doesn't hurt, money doesn't help you in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? So we got to realize that sometimes they're really hurt and they've been hurt over a long period of time, and that divorce settlement is really them finally feeling like they're getting retribution and getting payback for all the hurt that we're not emotional as men. So for us, it's like, big deal, get over it. You know what I'm saying? You did stuff to me and, you know what I'm saying? I'm over it and I'm okay and I'm moving on. But for them, it's so devastating on an emotional, and on an intellectual level, especially when they really, really love you. They're so damaged after the relationship or whatever they went through. If you were a bad guy, if you was a bad husband, then they want to make you pay. You know what I'm saying? The money's not going to make them happy. And if they treat you bad, obviously, it's not going to be good for the kids for y'all to be having this type of relationship. But we have to consider that why even the good women respond to us that way in divorces and try to take all our money. Sometimes it's not so much about the money. It's just to make you pay for what you put them through. But that's gonna be all for now. Peace.